Good morning.
And good afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I'm going to write that down.
I do that. That's my line.
I wanted to say good afternoon to you because it's your afternoon.
And good morning to you as well, then.
Thank you. Good morning, McMonsterly. Good to see you.
Yeah, good morning, McMonsterly. Anybody else that wants a personal shout out, comment in the chat. Even a dot, even a little full stop, and we'll know you there, okay?
There you go. I mean, to be fair, then StreamYard with a little shout out. Vicky's not here.
Yeah, she'll be here.
Will she?
When she gets up.
Yeah. Vicky and I were up until 1:30 this morning.
Oh, yeah.
We party.
Vicky's mom's having surgery this morning as well. So if we can keep Vicky's mom in our thoughts and prayers as well, that's awesome.
That is nice. Actually, let's put a banner. Let's put that on our lunch banner so that when lunch happens, it's just there. Listening. Court is on lunch. We'll edit this. What are we going to do for lunch today?
Oh, we can't do that. We were going to look into the Idaho guy that Vicky was talking about, the cop.
We can do that.
Because we can't do the Lucy Let Me thing because you can't stream it from your country.
Mm-hmm. We're watching... What was that cop's name? Scotty D? We're watching... What do you call it when they make those videos? Audit? Like auditor videos? Are you know what I'm talking about? When they say the cop is violating all the rights and they film them all the time?
Oh, yeah,
are those
we do the Scotty D deep dive.
We're watching Scotty D. While we wait, remember to like the stream and pray for Vicky's booyah. Mother. Does mother sound too much like I'm forcing them to do it? I'll say
yeah, it's mom.
Mom. Okay, booyah.
Close relationship, then I'd say mother.
Now, make another note that says, put the banner up. Oh, man. I barely slept last night, buddy. Welcome to Divinity Recycled. You got what?
I got quite a bit of sleep. I had to. My body just... I didn't get much sleep the night before. I think I got 4 or 5 hours the night before. And my body was just saying, no, we're not going to function. You're not going to be comfortable or happy. My pain levels went all the way up. Tears started to come down. I was like, no, it's time for me to just shut down for the day. Good morning, Sister Stabs.
Good morning. My sister is over on YouTube. We are streaming on YouTube for the first time because Sean said he wanted to hang out with us. So if Sean doesn't show up, we never have to do this again. And he's in our Discord now, so give him hell if he doesn't.
Yeah,
he's obsessed with YouTube. He's not obsessed with YouTube, but Rumble's shit, so I get it.
Mm-hmm. I completely understand his not wanting to.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. He was over there with us a long time ago. He could have just gotten over it like the rest of us.
At the same time as the rest of us as well. He missed that whole transitioning.
We've had 2 years of it's so much better than it was. Whether it's shit or not is not up for debate. It is shit, but colorful shit. Look at our name.
Even the app has improved a lot because there was a time when you couldn't access the emotes. The
or emote. Yeah, that's true.
It was so bad. You couldn't tag anybody. You couldn't do anything.
Oh, do you hear court?
Court starting.
They're talking to each other. I don't know what they said. I don't like this sign. I don't like the way that the words are written on it.
Oh, wrong face. My sister keeps tuning in late, so my big sister, she's off work. Hi, sis, if you actually managed to watch on time today. She says every time she tunes in, it's on lunch. And I said, but that doesn't make sense because I give you the link when we start.
Yeah, damn, she don't click that link for hours.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
Material would have had to have occurred at that point, so I do believe
they're already... Oh, she's talking to the judge.
The rule of completeness is designed specifically. It was drafted to prevent
a party from being able to extract or redact portions of an audio so that the data would then be misleading, or you would lose the thought process of what that statement was supposed to say. It's not designed to allow inadmissible hearsay or otherwise impermissible references. So I believe that the state's position, Your Honor, is that it would be excluded. If, however, the court determines that he is going to permit it, we have drafted, and I made Mr. Weinstein aware of, a proposed charge to the jury indicating that lie detector tests, polygraph examinations are generally not admissible in a court of law, essentially, and I have the sites to where that would be referenced.
Mr. Weinstein?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Yes, and I don't disagree with the state that lie detector tests are generally inadmissible in a court of law. Of course, there are a couple of exceptions to that that don't really apply here. As far as, and the state is correct that I am relying on Rule 822 here.
Your Honor, I may just object for a moment. There are new individuals in the courtroom. I don't know if they're present for sequestration or not. Are they witnesses of yours? Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. My apologies.
Let me clear.
Who the fuck are you?
No, right? No. Okay,
Just making
dotting the
sure.
I's and crossing the T's.
Yes.
Again, yes, under the rule of completeness, 822, that is what I am relying on to bring in.
Wait, so
complete
did the state
statement
rest?
Of my client to
I'm not
law
sure.
enforcement.
Because she just asked if
Again,
his witnesses were here.
Supported by Morales v. State, the rule of completeness does at times draw in things that are generally inadmissible.
Maybe
I
they have
also want to rely
one more
on
witness or something.
Alabama v. State, 299 Georgia 253, Penn site 256 from 2016. And it specifically says it is the right of the accused to bring out other portions of the same
He's arguing
conversation,
for his case to
even
begin, at
though
least.
it is self-serving in its nature.
So he
or
passed this lie
exculpatory
detector?
in that it justifies, excuses, or mitigates.
I
the
want to
act.
know.
So, of course, the lie detector test wouldn't normally be admissible. I know the state cited the case of Parfenook v. State in support of the state's position regarding lie detector tests. I'd argue to the court that that is not the same circumstance.
I
That
think
is
we know.
where the state attempted to bring in the results of a lie detector test, stating that the defense had opened the door. We're not trying to get the results of the lie detector test. All we're trying to do is get the entire statement that my client made to law enforcement, entered into evidence, and submitted to the jury. I think it's very important.
He's not taking the stand.
Also, this particular lie detector test, because my client is, and this is, law enforcement is just doing its job. I'm not criticizing law enforcement, but they are repeatedly telling my client, he's a liar, you're lying about this, you're lying about that. And
Aw.
in frustration, exasperation, attempts to clear himself, he says, effectively, give me a lie detector test. And I think that needs to be played in the for context, in order to understand the I guess the fierceness.
His context right here ruined it for me.
Saying I didn't do this, I'm not lying. So I would ask again, under the rule of completeness, that be.
This empty motherfucker knew he could pass a lie detector test
Well,
all
the
day,
defense
every
counsel
day,
has cited
twice on Sunday.
Rule 822, which actually refers to
What were the
an
results?
admission.
That he passed.
In the Morales
We don't know.
case, talks about Rule 106, which is almost identical to 822, except Rule 106 states as follows. When a writing or recorded statement or part thereof is introduced by a party, an adverse party may require the introduction at that time of any other part of the recorded statement, which in fairness should be considered contemporaneously with the writing or recorded statement. The commentary says that the rule of completeness is intended to eliminate the misleading impression created by taking a statement out of context. And this is accomplished by allowing into the record relevant portions of the recorded statement which clarify or explain the part already received. I don't believe that a reference to an inadmissible polygraph test is necessary to complete the context of this recorded statement. The results of the lie detector test are absolutely inadmissible. The offer to take a lie detector test, I think, is likewise inadmissible. I agree with the state that that reference
The state
to
agrees with itself.
his wanting to take a lie detector test is not necessary to complete the context of the statement. The court's going to rule that out.
May I have a continuing objection?
Get fucked,
Yes, sir.
murder guy.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, in light also of that, I would point out, Mr. Weinstein and I have spoken about playing the video in its entirety, and I'm certainly not trying to prevent that. What I would say, Judge, is that at the end of the last portion, the defendant is cuffed and shackled and escorted out of the room. And
I would think
generally,
that would need to be redacted.
I'm sorry?
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you agree that should be
Oh,
redacted?
absolutely. I want to make sure I heard you correctly. Yes.
well, I'm bringing it up because it wasn't asked of me, so I want to make sure that I don't play past the point that counsel specifically wants me to stop. So I would ask if we could just take a moment for Mr. Weinstein to go to the end of that tape and see. We also have time in the middle, Judge. I was going to ask if it was permissible to the court. There are technically two sections in that they've been recorded on two separate files. The first portion is where Agent Sands and Detective Frost are physically in the room with the defendant. There's an overlap period where the second picks up and they just recorded it additionally. I was going to ask that we play the first hour and approximately 10 minutes. We would take a short break, and at that point, we would then be able to play the second portion, which unfortunately is about 50 minutes. So we're talking about a total of
Unfortunately.
2 hours, Your Honor. And at that point, counsel, if you want to just tell me where on the video you would like me to stop so that it's preserved for the record, because I don't want to play past.
At least
what you
there's
might potentially have objections
visual,
about after the
hopefully.
fact.
Well, I can tell you in the court right now that if you'll stop on or before timestamp 2:06 p.m., then
These attorneys are nice.
2:06, I
They
guess,
work well
2:06
together. They're not
p.m.,
assholes. It doesn't
then
feel
you can
underhanded.
get into the portion of the video where my client is handcuffed and led from the room. You might, we can discuss maybe even stopping before that, because there's some dead time where my client is just sitting there. It would be a waste of
Sitting
time
there
to
in
play
totes.
video for the jury where he's
With his
just
head
sitting there.
underground.
So we can find a more exact stopping point, but sometime before 2:06.
The other thing is, Judge, at the beginning of the second portion, there's approximately 8 minutes where the defendant just sits there.
I wanna
That's the
watch
period
it.
I was referencing that was the gap in time between Detective Frost asking the additional questions. I will play whatever I'm instructed to play, Your Honor. If it's the entire, they're gonna sit here through 8 minutes of us doing
Any
nothing.
problem?
No,
with
no,
just
no,
going
yeah.
straight through that?
No, we actually want to get rid of that first 8 minutes.
Of course you do. Damn it, I wanna see it.
For the jury report. So,
He's probably acting
that
like a
initial
psycho,
incident
staring and not
where,
blinking or something weird.
Or Investigator Frost, I guess, or
Yes.
Detective Frost enters the room, that does not need to be played.
All right, so Judge, I just need a moment.
And also, I guess I'm not exactly sure how the state is going to deal with redacting those particular statements from the testimony they play, but I'd just like to review that redaction prior to it being played for the jury.
Well, Judge, the only way I can do it at this juncture would be to simply turn the sound down when he says that.
That's
I
good.
don't know, because it actually has not been cut, obviously, from the video. I will say it this way, perhaps without trying to sound inappropriate. If I make a mistake, the only person it hurts is me. So if it gets played and the jury hears it, it's of no consequence or loss
That's
to the
true.
defendant. The court has ruled it.
He wants him
out
to hear
as
it
not
anyway.
Admissible. They want it in. So if for some reason it does inadvertently get played, Your Honor, I don't see that being a problem. Would counsel disagree with that?
No, I guess I don't disagree with that. If it's played, it only affects.
It's a big ass podium.
My only concern that I'm trying to come to grips with at the moment is where he's essentially, I mean, how do we explain this to the jury where he's moving his mouth and all of a sudden it goes silent for a little bit? I mean, the logistics of that, I'm not sure how.
You can't say that,
Historically, Your Honor, my understanding is that the court has given a limiting instruction to the jury,
right?
saying that the court has made a ruling that a portion of the content was not admissible for them to consider.
Yeah.
That's how we've done that in the past.
We have any problem with that, Mr.
I have
Weinstein?
no problem with that instruction.
Okay.
And then that doesn't throw favor to either side, simply
Correct.
that the court has made the ruling.
Right.
Your Honor, additionally, I am providing counsel a copy of the PowerPoint from Lauren Satcher, the tool marks officer. These are all photographs that he's previously received, but they do.
She looks cute today. I wonder if she's
photographs
rest.
that I intend to specifically use. He has received them, but I'm giving him that copy in advance. Your Honor, there are bones that are on that presentation. It is the bones of the deceased. We've had quite a long conversation internally to determine whether or not we think that that was in some way indicative of something of concern. We are not going to object at this point simply to that being demonstrated to the jury on the teleprompter, because I don't believe that they demonstrate what appears to be her physical remains, Your Honor. They are, just so we're clear, approximately 2 to 3 inch segments of a bone, not attached in its entirety, and the examiner will be able to articulate what is displayed and the steps that she took in her examination. I don't imagine counsel objects.
Why is her hair uneven right there?
Yeah, and I don't object to the, this is the first
Not as
time I've
greasy
seen
as
this
it was last
PowerPoint,
week.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
and I
happy.
appreciate the state giving it to me in advance.
But it doesn't make sense.
I have no problem with the use of this PowerPoint during the course of the testimony, but as far as the additional remarks that are on the PowerPoint outside of the photographs, I would not want that going back to the jury.
State anticipated that. I have actually printed out, and I can show them to counsel now, the actual photographs minus any.
She's a good lawyer.
information that might be considered continuing witness. So these would be the actual photographs, not her commentary on the photographs. So counsel can take a look at those now if you'd like to.
So just to clarify, this will not be going back to the jury, correct?
I'm not
No.
asking that the PowerPoint go back. It's
The
just
photographs.
the photographs
Just the
themselves.
photographs.
And I would have no objection to these photographs.
All right, very well, thank you.
Thank you.
Any
Let's
other
tell
issues
Vicky
you need
something
to
important
address?
happened
Just
this
one, Your
morning.
Honor. With respect to Agent Sands, he testified only to the
I'll think of something.
introduction of the statement. We will then have to obviously introduce the second statement. I don't know if Mr. Weinstein would like to cross-examine Agent Sands now, meaning at the conclusion of these statements, or if he's waiting for him to finish his full testimony, because obviously, as I've indicated, I anticipate having him return to his chair and not do his full direct examination until the conclusion of the state's case. So I don't
Oh,
have an objection to either. if
so
you
that's what it's
vote
like in
one,
Georgia.
but
No,
I just want to know what to do.
Yeah, I will wait till the conclusion of the complete testimony of Agent Sands before I begin cross-examination.
Very well. All right, anything else, counsel?
Just one moment while I try to figure
Sure.
out how to do this, Judge.
Sure.
sweet. Yeah, I would be super stoked if she were my attorney. What do you think?
Yeah, she seems like she's confident in what she's doing.
Look at that smiling bastard.
Yeah, can we lock him up, please? At the very least.
I don't know. What if he's innocent? What if somebody really was after him? I need to see the emails now. I got to see those proton mails from the U.S. government. But okay, when I was taking notes, it seemed like he said, it seemed like he,
actually attempt to, if I am unsuccessful in being able to turn the sound down.
I don't even want to think about you being unsuccessful, counsel.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. I meant simply if I'm unsuccessful in preventing that from being played, it is legitimately 2 seconds on both sides. And as the court is aware of technology, I don't have an audio feeder here to adjust the sound. It will literally be me turning the sound down on my monitor, which, as you can imagine, is difficult to accomplish. If for some reason
is it?
I am unable to do that, my request would be that we not give the charge, obviously, until the charge at the conclusion of the case. I have a jury charge that I will show counsel that's proposed, simply indicating that that evidence is otherwise not subject to.
He's happy.
reliability. There's case law on that too.
If the state knows the specific timestamp where those statements are made and wishes to pause.
There
Yeah,
you
why
go.
don't we do that? Just pause it and then,
I can do that. The problem is that it doesn't like to
have to
always
pay
start
attention.
up right after that, Judge. So then I have the game of trying to get it to start again at exactly the right time. So that's my concern. I will do my very best.
What
Your
kind
Honor,
of
to
computer
simply
is she
adjust the volume is what I will do.
I leave it to
All she
the-
needs is a mouse.
He's stoked. He doesn't give a shit. He wants it in
hold
anyways.
our breath.
What a wasted morning.
Are we ready for the
All she
jury?
needs is a mouse,
All
Yes,
right,
Your
let's
Honor.
bring
and
our
she
jury.
can control it
Listen,
better.
she's a great attorney. She's not great with tech. But when I might have gotten this wrong and I didn't go back.
Hi, Zach.
Morning,
Good
Zach.
morning.
Happy Monday. Elton John called and wants his glasses back.
Oh my
Do you?
gosh. Yeah, I know what he's on about.
I don't.
Yeah.
Is he being
Why
rude?
did you have to say that, Zach? I didn't even think of that, to be fair, so I wouldn't say it's a problem. Just ignore him. Pretend he's not
I heard you laugh. How will I ignore that ever?
there. Because he said it and it's funny, but I didn't make that connection.
Yeah, well, Zach, I'm showing everybody your picture, Zach. I'm about to dox your ass. Hold a second. Hold the phone. Here he is. Everybody want to know what Zach looks like? Ha! Take that.
Yeah, that's Zach.
Now they're gonna find your ass. Oh, hi, Doodle. The jury's on their way in. We're just getting started on day 5. And I think the state's just about done. I can't tell. But we have 2 hours of listening to recorded audio. Yay. Hopefully the sound.
All right, everyone, please be seated. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I hope you enjoyed what was a very wet weekend at my house, and I'm sure it was at yours, but at least you had a nice break. I do want to confirm that everyone was able to abide by the court's previous instructions regarding access to media coverage. Any problems? Everything go well this weekend? All right, very well. Well, thank you for your cooperation in that regard. We'll go ahead and get started. Ms. Bayo, you may continue.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would recall Agent Sands to the stand.
He's already been sworn. He's previously sworn. You
I
can just have,
read like some courts. Every time you
Agent
step.
Sands, good morning.
Morning.
And obviously, you know you are still under oath,
I
correct?
do.
When you testified on Friday, I believe we left, we had just completed the May 13th of 2023 interview at Lancaster. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Did there come a time when a second interview was conducted with Mr. Kassotis?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to direct your attention to May 26th of 2023. Did you have an interview with him at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Where was that interview conducted?
That was here in Liberty County, at the Liberty County Sheriff's Office, specifically their investigator's office.
Okay. And does that room have audio and video capabilities?
Yes, it does.
Did that interview get recorded with an audio and video device?
Yes, ma'am.
Who was present for the interview?
Myself and Detective Jack Frost, as well as the defendant.
Okay. And at that time, you heard testimony from Detective Frost concerning the Miranda waiver. Is that right?
That's correct.
Did you read him that Miranda waiver as well?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Is all of that captured on the actual video?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you asked him those questions, was he responsive?
Yes, ma'am.
At any time, did you threaten him?
No, ma'am.
Did you make a promise to him that he would get some benefit in exchange for his statement?
No, ma'am.
And all of what you spoke to Mr. Kassotis about, is that actually captured on the video itself?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
There are no conversations outside the scope of the video?
No, ma'am.
At this time, Your Honor, the state would seek to play and introduce what is on the Exhibit 1.101 device USB that is already in evidence. I have shown it to council. It is the file folder labeled Statements Kassotis, May 26, 2023, LCSO for Liberty County Sheriff's Office. And this would be labeled Interview at Liberty Sheriff's Office, May 26, 23.
Yes, ma'am. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Your Honor, I'm now going to play that video. If it pleases the court, Your Honor, at about an hour, this will complete. Can we take a short break then, and then we'll play the second portion?
That'll be fine.
Thank you.
Hey, sir. You got here for me. I never thought I heard him ask you need any water or anything.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Remember the last time we talked? We talked about discovery and talking about the doctor's office and that.
Yeah.
Before I do that, I'm gonna read you your rights again. I know even though you're an attorney, we still go through the same procedures. Or used to be an attorney, I guess.
Yeah.
You understand you have the right to remain silent.
Yes, sir.
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law.
Yes, sir.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have a break with you while you're being questioned.
Yes, sir.
You can, if you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, you won't be appointed to represent you for any question if you wish.
Yes, sir.
You can at any time to exercise your rights, not answer any questions or make any statements.
Yes, sir.
And you understand your rights. Are you willing to talk to us?
Yes, sir.
You're stupid.
I'll read through it first, naturally.
You're welcome.
Would you want me to sign it or?
Yes, just sign it.
Okay. Sorry.
No problem. How was playing right?
That's fine, sir.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Been treated fairly with everything?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. And it will continue to do that way. Good. All right. Do you have any questions of me first?
I don't know. My head's kind of spinning. It's been a bad 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Do you know where my dog is?
I do.
Okay.
And we'll answer that. Let's say that to later. Your dog's safe and good.
Okay.
Been taken care of. Back to where we kind of left off, the doctor's office. Tell me about the day that you got called to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Who called you?
I don't know. Somebody. I got a phone call. I forget from who. I don't know if it was somebody I knew or not, asking if I could. I don't think it was somebody I knew, asking if I could come and pick her up that afternoon.
Okay.
Around, I think around 3, but I'm not exactly sure. I might have been later than 3. I'm not exactly sure. Her dad had surgery that week. So a little, I can normally tell basic times based on stuff like that. Him coming and going and.
So this was before he had surgery?
No, he had surgery. I believe he had surgery either that day or the day before.
So he had surgery that day or the day before?
Yeah. So it was different. He was in the house.
Okay. So he was there, so dad was at home?
Yes,
And
yeah.
you got a call to pick up me?
Yes, yeah, I got a call, I think sometime earlier that week, I'm not exactly sure the time.
Okay.
I left shortly before, maybe half an hour before,
Okay.
and was driving there, and it hadn't gotten very far, and got a call saying that it was actually gonna be a little bit later.
Okay. Still don't know who called you?
Yeah, I believe it was somebody from the office.
Okay.
And At that point, I wasn't really sure what to do in terms of my time. I drove out, I think I drove out towards that way a bit, and then I went and ran a couple of errands.
And what errands did you run?
I think I went to the pet store.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where else I might have gone. But I'm pretty sure I went to the pet store.
So how far is it from the pet store to the doctor's office?
I think 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. And from the place you were residing, how far would you say would be the doctor's office?
I'm not sure. I only drove it coming back, and I'm not really
Cheers.
clear on how long it took.
But, so you had to drive there, but you kind of circled and made several rides.
Yeah.
So roughly, would you say it was like 2 hours or?
I think it was potentially longer. I was kind of just mussing around waiting for a call.
Okay. So would the doctor's office be in the Savannah area?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely in the Savannah area.
Okay. And would we say Savannah or Savannah area?
I don't know the difference there.
Okay. But somewhere near Savannah. So if we were at the house you were residing at, how far would you say would be the longest range for that doctor's office?
25 minutes.
Okay. So once you arrived, what happened?
I pulled in, there was a spot, and there was a man, I could see a man standing behind the door.
Okay.
It was a glass door. And as I stopped, he opened the door.
Okay.
He came out and he like, gestured towards me. It might have been later than 2 hours, I don't know, I feel like I don't know what time it gets dark, but I feel like it was getting dark at this point.
Okay. Then what happened?
I walked in, he brought me a short distance, I feel like it was almost immediate from the door to an additional door on the right-hand side.
Okay.
I feel like there was some kind of, it might have been through another door, there was some kind of a lobby area or open area to my left.
Were there other patients in the waiting room? Or?
Not that I noticed, but there might have been. I didn't walk through a waiting room, I kind of came like directly in and
Then what happened?
he sat me down. I assumed I was gonna get some sort of instructions, like she can do this, she can't do that. I have been doing, I mean, my days were taking care of her.
Mm-hmm.
It was like waking up in the morning, helping her out of bed every time she went to the bathroom.
And how long had that been going on?
That had been going on since I would say early November.
Okay.
She was having trouble sleeping, which I don't think is uncommon.
So what happened next? So what did he say next?
I sat down and he said that he was very sad to tell me that he passed away suddenly.
Okay. But he wasn't the doctor.
I assumed he was the doctor.
I said. So he said Mindy had passed away.
Suddenly.
Then what happened?
I was extremely upset. I thought I was coming there just to pick her up and bring her back. He said he wasn't sure what had happened, that they were gonna find, because I asked what happened. He said he wasn't sure, they weren't sure what happened, but whatever it was, it happened very suddenly. And he said that, that they were gonna find out. He said he had some forms for me, to allow all that to happen, to allow them to do it, and then something about her, you know, her, what to do with her afterwards.
Okay.
Got in an argument about that form later.
Okay.
I don't know how long I was there. I know I was really upset. I don't feel like it was too long, but I'm not sure. I left.
Before you left, did they let you go back and see her?
They did not.
You didn't ask to see her?
I asked if I could see her, and he said not right now. And I thought it would be. I thought it was because of maybe like the autopsy or something. I assumed I would get a chance to see her multiple times, and I never did.
Did you get any copies of this paperwork or keep any of this paperwork?
No, I signed it. I was extremely upset. I didn't know what to do. I went straight back to her parents and told them.
Okay. So that's the same day you went straight back to their parents?
Yes.
Okay.
So Frank and Bessie?
Yeah. We were all living together.
So you didn't get to see her?
I did not get to see her ever.
Could it be because you were looking down the entire time, like you have the entire time that you've been talking to me?
It's possible.
Okay.
I tend to look down when I'm in my head a little.
You realize I've been doing this 28 years?
I didn't say.
All right, so then what happened?
I went back and I talked to. I told both of them. Her mom and I cried together.
Okay. So when Mindy had called you about taking the 2 tubs, what day was that?
She had called me. She sent me a message. She sent me a message on Tuesday. I believe it was Monday or Tuesday morning.
You're not really sure?
I'm not 100% sure that week.
Could that have been the same morning when you got the knife?
Yeah, I believe it was. I believe I ran a couple of errands on the way out. I believe I got gas. I believe I stopped at Home Depot.
Where'd you get gas at?
I don't know.
Was that on the long trip to drop the tubs?
No, it was before. I think it was one of the first things I did. But it wasn't a place I normally went.
You told me earlier that Mindy asked you not to carry your phone, but you did carry your phone.
Yes, yeah. No, yeah. So I was asked not to bring my phone out to the place when I was in the Savannah area. I had my phone with me.
But you still had your phone with you?
Yes.
Okay. But you still had your phone with you when you went out to the place?
Yeah, I had it. It was turned off.
Even though Mindy asked you not to carry your phone?
My understanding was that it's just going to be on.
Okay. So just turn off your phone?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's my understanding.
But you did have it with you?
Yes, I did have it with me.
But you just turned it off?
Yes, sir.
Did you know that your car has a phone?
I did not know my car has a phone.
Okay. So they didn't tell you at the dealership about AT&T service?
No, sir.
What did you put in the tubs again?
Electronics, her laptop, some books, clothing, shoes, toiletries for both of us. She wanted makeup, perfume, basically everything we would need for.
Your stuff too, though. So you
Yeah.
had one with yours and
One with
with
mine,
hers.
one with her. Well, as normal, when we packed, it was one and a third with mine, or one and a third with hers, and probably 2/3 of mine.
But so why would you drop your stuff off when you could have your stuff anyway? Why was that being dropped off?
I assumed that this had something to do with us leaving Savannah.
This motherfucker's trying to get rid of all his wife's
We had
presents.
weird things that we've been asked to do before we moved locations and things like that.
Right? Because he told his girlfriend she's dead for 2 years by now or whatever.
All right.
And have her
Did you kill your
perfume
wife?
and shit in the bathroom.
I swear to God, I remember that.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
I saw my wife on Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
That's probably true. Let's see what date that
You
was.
did not kill your wife.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, sir.
And you know about the preponderance of evidence
Yes, sir.
very well.
Yes, sir.
We're at way beyond the preponderance of evidence. Okay. We talked about this.
6 days
Yes,
before
sir.
she's
I told you
found.
about that first.
He sees her.
You remember that building?
No, sir. Okay, sir.
You remember the one down that route, down that dirt road?
A little, I don't know, sir. I'm not sure what I did.
Nick, did you love Mindy?
Yes, sir.
Did you love her parents?
Yes, sir.
Frankie, that's it.
Yes, sir.
You want to help us put all this together?
Yes, sir. We're gonna.
We need
Shaking his head no.
I'm, sir, I'm being 100% truthful.
Is it about-
Sir, yes, I am.
Your
I'm
phone.
not sure. Yes, I am. You accuse me of
your car
murdering
phone,
someone I love? I'm not giving you
videos.
any
I
manners.
mean, who else has a look of going on a 25,000 acre property and get captured on video? The 45 minutes that you spent there at one location with the tubs,
And the night?
your DNA,
Sir, I did not hurt my wife.
Mm,
did you dispose of them?
No, sir.
You did.
No, sir.
And all evidence is showing that.
Sir, I
And
never.
your elaborate 2 hours of story that you gave in Pennsylvania, you know how many items, you being an attorney, you should realize how many of those can be disproven.
Sir, I have not lied to you at all.
You've been living the web of lies for a long time.
No, sir.
Between your finances, with Jim McIntyre, all these people, the Microsoft stuff.
I think Jim has lied to me for a long time. I do believe that.
I don't believe Jim exists.
Sir, Jim absolutely exists. I don't know if that's his real name, but he absolutely exists. I mean, the things that we did for years, the places we went,
You did to get away from the judgment from Hitler.
no, sir.
Hitler? What?
So you didn't know you were wanted and on the run from Hitler and the judgment, the civil judgment.
No, sir.
You're
Jim
saying
told me
Heather?
that had been taken care of.
How did Jim take care of that?
I don't know, sir.
So
I'm not sure the
you didn't
accent's
feel the
throwing me.
responsibility to pick up the phone and say,
What has happened? Oh, is it the part she's supposed to pause? Mute?
Probably. The accent's throwing me, so I can't fully understand.
Something's happening. Do you think this guy really believes in Jim? Do you think there's some fucking guy out there who is like, no way did he cut his
That's
wife up
what-
because it freaked him out? Or
That's
maybe Jim cut the wife up.
What lies I told people I was
the same story that shot while pregnant.
And if that's the case with your online stuff, why start a new relationship with somebody else?
What do I hear?
I don't know. Jim is the same
Yeah, I
name
think
that
I
everybody gives their CIA person or FBI person, whatever it is. Technical issues.
Should I go to law and crime?
I I think the court's having technical issues. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I can check.
Here, I'll put this on for Zach just in case he wants to feel like he's watching on tube. Yeah. So what if he's kind of
put it on law and crime.
Your team would pick up her medication, right?
It's been prescribed by a doctor.
Yes.
That's not the doctor you would take her to or that would know about her death?
No, those were medication refills. We did like a telehealth.
More stories, I mean, just kind of elaborate stories to exist. The point is,
So
you killed
you
Mindy.
can look at the CPF.
Why did you kill Mindy?
Sir, I didn't kill Mindy.
You killed Mindy.
I did not.
All the evidence shows that you killed Mindy, and will continue to show. It's kind of like a 1,000-piece puzzle. You burned some of the pieces. You've thrown some of the pieces away. We'll never have all the pieces. It's very clear. We made that absolutely sure we won't have the pieces. But we've got enough to see a very clear picture and to show that picture to a jury. And that jury is going to conclude one thing, the same thing I'm telling you. You killed Mindy. No doubt.
When you placed her body out there, you did us some favors. Where you placed it, it preserved some things. You weren't expecting her to be found so quickly.
Sir, I never saw her after she died. I never hurt Mindy.
You did hurt her.
No, I fed her. I helped her out of bed. I did.
You had started a new relationship with somebody online.
I was flirting with someone online.
You were running out of options. You were running out of funds.
No, sir.
Did you discover the lie that Mindy wasn't pregnant?
No, sir.
She wasn't.
I thought she was pregnant.
I've got questions.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you
Jim
didn't put him
so good at his job.
dead or missing.
Why would he not protect her? Why would he not come forward with any evidence now?
I think Jim lied to me.
He thinks she died at the hospital, so why would he report it?
Prevent your father from being able to find you.
I don't know. But I don't think Jim was telling you the truth about anything.
Because he did exist.
He did exist, sir. We did everything for years.
So remember the day when your father shows up?
Yes, sir.
You drunk jet.
Yes, sir.
Tell me you left the back door.
Yes,
Went out the back door.
Yes, sir.
So you leave, you're so afraid because you thought he had beat you.
Yes, sir.
Where was Mindy?
She said there. He hadn't seen her.
So you cared so much for her, you left her in the house and you were running out the back door.
No, sir. She knew I was leaving. Like
But you
Natalia.
didn't stay there to protect her.
No, sir.
You didn't call 911. You didn't call for any help from anyone.
No.
You walked down the alley.
We called for help for Jim, who we depended on for
Now,
everything.
let's go back, because just the other day you said you did call, but he found you. He found you in the parking lot at the hospital.
Yeah, I forget if it was a phone call or if it was a message, but I didn't go there.
That question was asked very clearly and asked twice. Did you contact Jim that day? And you said no, he picked me up in the parking lot. Absolutely, there was no messaging from the time you walked out the back door down the alley.
I did not understand that question.
Okay,
You didn't just like find, no.
The question is, how did he know where you were? And he just appeared out of nowhere. He's followed you in multiple states, and he just appears. So, are you alleging that Jim killed your wife?
I don't know, but I think it's possible.
Okay. So, and the doctors conspired, they created this fake doctor facility of a name that you don't even know, a location you don't even know.
Side of the road pickup for
And you didn't see your wife. Just so happens your phone, even your car, shows clearly where you were at. Down this long dirt road that just happened to pass a camera and tracks your every movement. The stop at the marathon store off the interstate where you swiped your car. All those records purchasing the knife to go do mosquito work
in November.
Yes, sir, but
Okay.
you
And
can find,
that
you can find
exact
the
knife,
work.
that exact knife 2 hours later ends up,
Sir, I told you where that knife is.
that knife's not there. I know exactly where that knife is.
Sir, I told you that that knife is in the back of
Took a GBI crop.
You got crop. Exactly.
It was found out there with a black coat.
So you can continue with the web of lies in the story. There's always reason for things. Is your reason that you're just a vicious killer and decided to kill your wife, or did y'all get in some kind of argument? What was your motive for killing her?
I never heard of.
The story is not what you're telling. Why is it so different?
What do you mean, sir?
Your elaborate story of on the run all this time and all the periods of stuff and the web of lies, why is it so different than what happened with her that the records show, the evidence shows, the DNA shows? Why is all that? Is you're being set up, is what you're saying?
I don't know, sir. I don't understand.
So your phone and your only person that you said was turned off,
Yes, sir.
still goes to those containers on a property that's 25,000 acres down a dirt road, 40 minutes from the house in Savannah, that matches the GPS, all the stuff matches. That knife that you purchased at Home Depot ends up there as well. The cleaning, the purchasing, the credit card swipes, the story that continued, the lies that you told to many others. Some people who you think are still on your side are actually some of the best witnesses against you. They know the story, and they're going to tell that story when they testify.
The Capital One card you're using for all these years, getting food, takeout, lodging, paying for all the places, the Airbnbs, the Verbos you stayed at, we have all those records.
Yes, sir.
And the Renaissance, the current stuff.
Yes, sir.
So you're saying it's big, everybody's created all these records of items that were on your person on that same very day, in the same very vehicle you were driving, at that location. You know what the coincidences of that were, and the chances or probabilities of that happening?
Sir,
Just like the airplane that you landed into this room right now,
Yes,
that ain't gonna happen.
Yes, sir. None of this feels random to me. But I don't understand it. But I know where that knife is.
Okay. So now let's move on. The knife has nothing to do with anything. The day that you bought the knife and traveled down the road, where did you go?
I left. I stopped for gas. I stopped at Home Depot. I believe I stopped and talked to Jim.
With Mindy's body in the car.
No, sir. No, sir. And then I drove out there.
Out where?
I don't know. I believe I had an address to a church, and then I had a GPS location after that.
The first story was you had GPS coordinates.
Yeah, yes.
You mentioned nothing of address, I mean.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, so, but I've been trying to think about this. I believe they said to go to a church, like, not to pull in, but I believe it was like a waypoint.
what did they say? So Mindy didn't tell you this?
I forget exactly.
So you forget back to the same story. It's easier to remember. Tom Sawyer says this. It's easier to remember the truth. While we're talking here today, so many more lies keep coming up.
No, sir. Sir, I've done weird stuff for years.
So back to your travels of the day that you bought the knife. Yes. Where'd you go?
I stopped for gas. I stopped at Home Depot. I believe then I stopped and spoke to Jim. And then I drove to the location I was supposed to go to.
Okay. Well, what did you do there?
I stopped. A gentleman came out of the house.
The 40 minutes that you were there, there's no house at that 40 minutes that you stopped at. So I think we can cut the house out if you'd like. So
So
you don't have to remember a house because there was no house.
I stopped at a house.
How long did you stay?
I'm not exactly sure. He talked to me for a couple minutes about something he was doing. He had some stuff in his front yard.
Okay, so what else did you do?
I asked if I could go to the bathroom. I peed behind a tree. He directed me over there. I removed the
Good morning.
things from the back of the car, and I don't know.
Where were the things left? You said you removed them from the car at his house. Where were they left? Like just on the ground?
Yeah, he said he would take care of them.
Okay.
Um,
How close to the house?
30, 40 feet.
There is no house, remember.
So I stopped at a house.
You may have stopped at the house, but when you took the containers out, there is no house.
There's a reason why that keeps sticking in your head. You said Pennsylvania, you took them out, you also set them in the dirt. I set them in the dirt. A gray and black container. And it wasn't your personal property that was in those containers, it was Mindy.
No, sir. I didn't pack those containers myself. It was her laptop. It was,
You did pack them yourself. If your wife's dismembered body,
Sir, that's not true.
that is true. And you had them in your car when you drove down that dirt road.
Sir, that's not true.
That is what you placed in the dirt, 30 or 40 feet off the roadway.
Sir, that is not true.
That is absolutely true, Nick.
Exactly what the records show.
Sir, that's not what happened.
I don't know what you know about the country and dirt roads and the properties you all were on, that you've ever been to that type of property before. But if you happen to hit the security cameras on the entrance to 25,000 acres, which is a very large property, your phone, in your vehicle's phone, everything, every stop is recorded. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He says
So your 40 minutes that you're there, you're at the exact same spot where your wife's torso was found. The other stop where you dug with the shovel
And hit roots.
and hit roots, that's recorded on the very same information. The next spot that you stopped and buried her skull is covered, the exact same stuff. Even the next spot with the leg is covered. So the stops are, I mean, it's like watching it on TV. It's not, there's no issues here. It's very clear.
so
The big question is,
happened.
big question, is even the pictures, there's pictures of them going by on a property. You may have seen the log truck ahead of you. There's a big truck hauling wood. Guys that spotted you down there. The big question is why. It's no longer if.
Sir,
The big
I
question,
never hurt Mindy.
the big question is why.
Sir, I never hurt Mindy.
You never carried her to the doctor. She never went to the doctor. You never went to the doctor.
A doctor didn't come by your house to do those checks.
Yes.
You came directly from that house to that location. It's very clear. From your house to Home Depot to the scene. To multiple scenes, I guess we would say. Those stops are recorded, captured by your car. They're actually corroborated by your cell phone, that you say is turned off. But apparently your particular phone still records and still sends out pings or messages that overlap with that. So the big question is, were you asked to go to a location and retrieve Mindy's body? Or did you kill her and transport her? Or did something happen in that house that you just can't talk about and then you dealt with it from there? Because it started at that house, then it went on.
Sir, no,
Okay.
none of this happened.
Okay. We know it happened. It's clearly that it happened. So you're saying that the cell record's wrong, the picture's wrong from the security cameras, everybody's wrong with this whole picture. Your purchase of walk-in from the Home Depot, that purchase is wrong.
No, sir. I
Your
worked
travels that day that all that's all. And just so happens coincidentally, she's found the location you were at.
Your wife found where you were at.
Sir, it doesn't feel coincidental to me, but I never heard Mindy. I never saw Mindy after she passed away.
And you're gonna stick with the last time you saw her was
Was Saturday
where?
at the house.
At the house. So how long did she stay in the house before she was gone? Are you telling me like you came home and found her dead, or what's the story?
No, sir. I'm saying I came home when she was gone. I got messages from her for days,
I was wondering about that.
telling me things to do, things we needed.
I've been doing this 28 years. I don't watch a lot of them, but a lot of people watch TV shows and stories. Read a lot of books that have these kind of stories in them. You have characters that you've envisioned and made in your stories, and some of your stories, but none of your stories before a jury in Georgia are going to go. I want you to understand that up front. It's a very clear picture. Even though it puzzled, you burned some of the pieces. You shifted and manipulated some of the pieces. You constantly lied to many, many people in your life, and have continued those lies. That's not going to continue to go. You understand that, right? The big question is why.
Sir, anything I ever lied about, I was told to lie about.
Okay. So, right now, if you said you killed her, you'd say, because I was told to lie.
Sir, I never killed her.
So if Jim told you to say that, you would say that?
No, sir.
Okay. So my point is, everything you do, if Jim told you to jump off a cliff, you were going to jump off a cliff?
Yes, sir. For years we did exactly what Jim told us to do.
So
He wanted full access to our lives. He said he was keeping us safe.
Did Jim tell you to burn your car?
Sir, I didn't burn my car.
Well, the burns that you got that you described to the insurance adjuster for your medical records,
Yes.
you described burns going up into your nose and your face. It sounds like a flash burn from fumes. It sounds like a flash burn from fumes from an accelerant.
Sir, I opened the car door, and that's when the flames got mine.
But what was important in the car that got burned up that day?
I thought my phone was in there.
What else was in there?
I don't know. I had some random stuff in there.
Was there a check in there?
Yes, there was a check in there.
What was the check for?
The sheriff's store house.
For a house?
Yes.
Was he in Salem?
Yes.
What did you tell Salem happened with that check?
It burned up.
And what was the insurance company going to do about that?
I don't think the insurance company had anything to do with the check.
Is it a sizable check?
Yes, sir.
How much?
$860,000.
Just gone.
Yes, sir.
Almost $1 million check gone.
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't get a replacement.
No. No, I spoke to Jim afterwards, and he said he would get a replacement, but it would take a while.
This fucking guy.
What
This
was you doing
doesn't-
down that road that
He's
day?
an idiot.
I had gone to pick up the check. He said he would have somebody meet me out there. I had come up to Liz. He told me to meet in Liz. I got flowers. I didn't pick them up that day. I got water at Target.
But you also said something else up in Pennsylvania about that day when you stopped the car.
This is
You
crazy.
said you were on a long, straight stretch of road out of the curvy hilliness you've been driving on where you can see in both lanes. Why do you think that's important in your life? Is it so you can see other cars if they can? While you're doing what you're doing?
No, sir.
I think you're living a web of lies. One of your close friends described you best, said you talk in parallel realities. It's like the story you sold them, it blends in the truths of what's going on in your life with what you want it to be. That's what you're doing here.
No, sir.
You bought a knife for window screening that you were fixing to leave this Airbnb.
Yeah.
So you buy this knife, you go back to the house with Mindy's, and then you go out here with these 2 totes that are packed with stuff and put them in a place where her body's found.
No, sir. I left them with the man.
You did not leave them with the man.
Yes, I did.
You did not leave them with the man. Your car is traveling out there. He's already told you. We put you and your cellular device in your vehicle out there in these places where your wife's body is found, dismembered, with the knife that you just bought.
No, sir. That night,
The Milwaukee
came from
knife?
Pennsylvania, yes.
That knife did not come from Pennsylvania.
Yes, it did, sir. I told you exactly where to find
Find it. Let's find it.
it. Have you looked there?
Yes, and it's not there.
Hmm.
Just a carbon steel blade, it would be burned up in the car. Very clear.
Under the thing.
Under the thing.
Under the thing.
And then there's one other place it could be.
That knife's really irrelevant, because that knife was only used in the end. It's not, didn't have anything to do with actually the murder or the killing at all. And that knife was after the fact. How would I know that?
I have no idea, sir. I didn't know that.
That comes
I
from
didn't know anything.
a lot of really, 28 years of evidence. Like I said, your story's fine, but your story's not reality. Even to the point of the new wife. You know, when you apply for a marriage license.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Remember applying for that marriage license?
Yes, sir.
Remember the questions it asked?
Yes, sir.
What did you say on that marriage license?
I said that I'd been married once. I said that he passed away in 2020.
Okay.
2 things that Jim told me to put down.
So you lied because Jim told you to lie.
Yes, sir.
Is Jim telling you to lie here today?
No, sir. I'm not spoken to Jim. I'm a little unclear on the timeline.
You're unclear on a lot of stuff when it comes to specifics. It's quite funny how that works. But those records clearly show where that's at. To the matter, even like when your mom, I mean, what have you told your mom?
My mom, that I was, I mean, we've been spoken in.
So you hadn't spoken to her in 6 years.
I had not, no, we started speaking after I was arrested.
So you go to this doctor's office, they tell you wife died, you don't ask to see her. You immediately,
I did ask to see her.
you don't get to see her. You don't forcefully go any further to see her. You just take them at the word. You don't know her names, you don't know her addresses, don't know how to return there, whatever, you just leave. You go from there back, tell her family, pack up the stuff that you said was already packed, and gone. Remember, your stuff was packed.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff was packed.
That your important stuff was not.
Yes, sir.
You still had it.
Yeah, we had things that we didn't need, like
Okay.
day to day, like clothing.
So then you go to
So
Florida.
it's supposed to get a bottle of water.
You go to Florida, and when you go to Florida to pick up the beer,
Yes, sir.
and then you go from Florida to Montgomery, Alabama, and you cashed a check for $5,000.
No, so that was a cash withdrawal.
Cash withdrawal for $5,000.
I think it looks like
You
that.
cash your check.
Yes.
But you get $5,000 to meet some guy that you don't know
Yes, sir.
on the side of the road in Alabama for Mindy's ashes.
Yes, sir.
Do you know how many local crematories and places there are here by Alabama?
Sir, he had called me and said that my wife's remains were available to be picked up. I forget where he said they were.
And yet, during this time, you're continuously talking to
Just
somebody.
wait.
Yes, sir.
You know, and talking about your business trips talking about your business trips to Missouri, that you're continuing to have a romantic home life relationship with Samantha.
Yes, sir.
Just found out wife's dead. You've been telling everybody she's dead since October, but you continue this relationship as it goes and as you travel, flee, all the way to Missouri.
I'm not fleeing, sir.
Okay. So you change your name. Like you told me you were fleeing from your father. So you were not fleeing from your father still?
Well, I mean, I was trying to, I thought that the name change was the culmination of years of work to
Okay.
keep us safe. We had been, among our friends and family, we've been using that name for
So
2
then
years.
you get a marriage license and you get married. And back up a little bit before that, when you start getting pressure to move into a house and get away from Airbnbs, the car mysteriously burns with all your money in it. You know, so you won't be able to close on a house permanently. So is it time to look for a new wife?
No, sir.
So what was your plan from there?
My plan from there was I was expecting more money from Jim, and that to allow me to move on and live.
When was your last contact with you?
My last contact with Jim, I don't know, it was probably around the time that the marriage license was, we applied for it, or shortly thereafter.
Because he had to tell you what to put on there, so you would know what to lie to be.
Yes. He told me that there were things I had to lie about to keep myself safe.
Did you lie and keep your things safe from your dad?
Yes.
So if you're worried about your dad, and he's this bad guy that you're terrified of, that you've gone through all this fighting all these years, living off everybody else's finances, and being a hermit basically, then when you get locked up for this, you reach out to them.
I reached out. I had been in for 5 days. I couldn't contact anyone, and I reached out to Alice.
You know, your story is just so unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everything you say and has continued to say has been a lie. Your life's a lie. The evidence shows.
Sir, I believe I've been married to you for years, and I understand.
No. You continue to lie. By your own admission, you have continued to lie. Multiple times. You say it's lying on behalf of Jim.
Yes, sir.
But then now you're saying too, it's clearly you're lying about that day.
About which day?
The day of the 29th, when your cell phone records you going where your wife's body's found, or torso's found, and where the pieces of her body are found at other locations, and how that tracking in that area shows you being there, how the cameras show you being there, and you're saying, oh no, I wasn't there. Is that what you're saying?
Sir, I don't know what location that shows. I know I was in a more rural area.
It's where you placed the body parts of your wife.
No, sir.
So are you saying that's the same day you dropped the tubs off?
I don't know. I think, is that the same day as Home Depot?
I'm asking you a question. Yeah, the same day as on Dave Depot. Was that the same?
Yes, I believe that was the same day.
Same day that you dropped the tubs off. So you knew where you were moving at that time. But you're going to get a knife to repair the mosquito things, knowing you're fixing to leave the Airbnb.
Yes, sir. We wanted to leave it in the best condition that we could.
Is that how you replaced the rug? So like bought a new rug?
No, we bought the new rug because Rusty was sick on it.
He's a
Back
good
to
player.
that day. You traveled that day.
Yes,
You
sir.
don't know where you traveled.
Yes, sir.
Rushing shit all over the place, though. That's
So
the thing.
The question is, you don't know or you do know where you traveled?
I don't know where I traveled.
So you're saying that those records are the truth?
Which records?
The records from your car, the records from the camera that you saw, the records from your own cell phone that overlap with each other, your records from swiping your car.
Yes, I don't know all the records, sir, but I swiped my card.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that.
Do you think he
And
just
do you remember for really close proximity to that, like within a day or so?
went crazy after
car
it?
wash?
I don't, sir, but I may have.
Okay.
Made all
Wash
this
your
up?
car frequently?
Not super frequently, sir.
Yeah.
When I know it was dirty.
Like never until then? This was the first time you had
Started
washed the
years
car?
ago. It's been going on
I
for
don't know,
years.
sir.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had the car for very long.
What I'm saying is you never went through an automatic car wash but one time?
No, sir, I've been through several automatic car
You
washes.
just didn't swipe it for this particular car until that day?
I may have
Or a
paid
couple days
with
later.
cash, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so other times you paid with cash.
Yeah, I may have. I honestly never thought that much about how I pay for anything.
Most of the time you swipe,
I think so, yeah. I would say most of the time.
except for the one occasion where you met this dude on the side of the road in Montgomery, Alabama, and you had to get $5,000.
Yeah, I didn't have checks for that account.
So you just randomly, at that point, meet with him, don't know who he is, where he was, where he's from.
No, he contacted me and said that he had Mindy's remains. I was really upset.
You know how like elaborately crazy that is? Just to meet somebody on the side of the road that remains.
Yes, sir. I was really upset about it.
That's never been heard of before.
I was upset about that. I was upset about the fact that she had been cremated. I was told she had been cremated.
We know you were upset. We know you were upset. We we found her body, the condition we found it in.
Oh.
Sir, I never hurt my wife.
Yes, you did.
I've never put a hand on a woman. I did not hurt anybody.
But you lie. And you lie a lot about a lot of things. And have continuously lied.
Sir, I've been told to lie in certain situations to keep us
Third
safe.
party
You've been an
excuse.
attorney
Classic.
before in your previous occupation with the Navy. For how long?
I was an attorney in the Navy for roughly 10 years.
So you can realize you've prosecuted cases where soldiers have murdered their wives.
No, sir.
You never prosecuted anybody that?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you prosecuted anybody that murdered someone?
No, sir.
So never a murder prosecution.
No, sir.
That's why he's not
But
good
you
at
have
it.
cases that show, and you understand the preponderance of evidence and proof beyond reasonable doubt.
Yes.
We've gone from the preponderance of evidence to proof beyond reasonable doubt. Okay? You know where we're at with that point. Help me support that story. Help me show that you didn't do it.
Sir, I'm trying to. I'm trying to
Prove a
tell you
negative.
everything I remember about this.
See, that's the problem I've got, Nick, because the 2 hours that we had in Lancaster, everything you told me, I proved to be a lie. There's nothing truthful about that. You've continued to lie to friends, family members, people that you trusted, people that really went outward to help you. I wasn't really forceful with you that day. I didn't do anything that day that let you tell me the story. I went back and verified that your story, your entire story is a lie. So help me to this point to go and explain that you can continuously lie, but you want me to believe you did kill your wife. You've lied to me. You've lied to Cameron. You've lied to your family. You've lied to other people. You reached back out to an old former employer of Mindy and lied to him. Why would you do that?
Sir, I didn't lie to him. I mean.
Are you saying you didn't lie to me? Let's just start this way.
So there are things that I think were not true. All I've done is sit in the cell and think about this.
Okay.
I don't believe a lot of what Jim told us for years.
Yeah, I'm not asking what Jim told you. That has nothing. I'm asking what you did and where you remember. And there's things you say and you don't remember that I clearly know you remember. Like if you went to this doctor's office in a strip mall in Savannah where you were told your wife had died, you would really remember that. There would be no doubt. The other thing is, if that happened and you were not allowed to see your wife and found out she was cremated later, you don't think as an attorney that every attorney hearing this would file suit against that doctor?
Right?
Yes, sir, I thought she died of natural causes.
But
That's what I
But
was.
they made mistakes is what you're telling me. They made mistakes and cremated her. You ended up meeting someone on the side of the road. Every portion of your life and everything that's coming down right now to Mindy ends up being untrue. But you want me to believe that portion to be true. You lied about going to the doctor's office.
No, sir.
Okay. You lied about going to the doctor's office. As you continued. You lied about picking up her remains on the side of the road.
No, sir.
You lied about where your vehicle went that day.
No, sir.
And where you continued to go. You've lied about what haven't you lied about?
You lied about your father.
Sir, I don't believe.
How much money did you take from him? In the very beginning, how much money did you get away with your father?
I had borrowed some money from him.
No, that's not the question. It's how
I
much.
don't know. I don't know exactly.
About 60,000?
No, sir.
No?
No.
Was it more than $100?
Yes, sir. It's more than $100.
Not $100.
Yes, sir.
You probably just kind of wanted to know what was going on.
I didn't know that, sir. I thought he.
What did you tell Betsy and Frank about when they had to move to Hilton Head? You told them who needed to, told them they had to move. It was time to go. Because who said so?
It's Jim said so.
Right. Who rented their new place for them?
I did.
You did.
Yes, sir.
So if it's so dangerous and you gotta go now, why would you rent a place and put them in danger up there in your name? If you're the intended target.
I didn't think that would be something that he'd be able to.
You know how easy it is to track you down?
No,
It's a quick, easy Google search. Your name pops up there. Before all this, your name popped up there. Pictures of your wedding. Pictures of Mindy and you at your wedding pop up there.
pop up at the place that I
Hey,
rented
Google.
for
I mean,
Frank
Google
and
search,
Mister.
then we can play all this all day long, you know.
I'm pointing out
That's the game, that just ain't gonna work.
I paid for
Yes,
I paid for a rental.
it's just not one, you're.
I don't know how that one goes on Google, but I didn't think it would.
So, back to, way back, when you get married, you go through this whole spiel, the whole thing. Then all of a sudden, something happens. I ask you why you get out of the military. Why did you get out of the military?
We didn't want to be moving around all the time.
Why?
We were going to start a family. We
Ready
wanted
to
more.
start a family. Okay. That didn't work out with your first wife.
No, sir. Okay. No, she.
That didn't work out with Mindy. That was not going to work out with Samantha.
I don't understand. I thought it was working out with Mindy. And I hoped it would work out with Samantha, but obviously.
So that's been the continuous thing as you were ready to start a family.
Yes, sir.
So-
I always wanted a family, but
You lied to the military on your official resignation, when you said your purpose for resignation. It didn't have anything to do with wanting to start a family. The lie was, Mindy was in a car wreck and you needed to care for your wife. You don't remember your resignation from Navy.
from active duty or from the reserves.
Either way, you don't remember your resignation letter.
I remember drafting, I believe, 2 resignation letters. One from active duty. I've been talking about active duty.
Mm-hmm. So what about your resignation for both? What was your reasoning for resigning?
I don't recall.
You just told me it was to start a family.
So the reserve one, I believe I had to put in, should I let
the same bullshit stories.
No, we had been in a car accident.
You have been, and again, the parallel realities that you created, that these lies. You said you want to start a family, you don't want to move around, but what have you done? What have you been doing?
We've been running, sir. We believed we were in danger. We thought we were running from Wayne.
From who? Your father?
Yes.
And who have you been talking to?
I've been talking to
Who's
him.
come to help you?
He has come out.
And how old is Wayne?
He was born in July 1955, so.
And you went through Navy training, you're a really big guy, and you're that fearful of somebody that may or may not have even injured you, that you really
I don't believe that anymore, the danger.
Okay, and you didn't really believe it then.
I did believe
So, but you go to all this elaborate scheme to run, and just so happens you have a $1.5 million judgment against you. Just so happens you lie as an attorney, raising your hand and lying in official court, in official hearing, that you've got $32 million that you didn't have, that you now believe you may not have had to begin with.
Sorry.
You lied, and the lies just keep continuing to the end. And the only thing you want to try to convince me is that you're telling the truth.
Yes, sir.
And there's not one thing in your life I can show that you've been truthful about. Tell me one thing.
Sir, I've been truthful about all of this. I mean,
This absolutely shows that you haven't been. And by your own admission, you've lied about this and lied about multiple things. That day, you're so vague and recall, you don't think I ever recall the specifics of where my wife had died. The doctor's office that was there, the doctor who's called me and mistakenly burned her ashes, and the actual story of her death. You've told quite a few variances to quite a few of her friends that you reached out and talked to over time on what she actually died from.
Her friends? No, sir.
So you didn't tell any of her friends why she had died?
No, I told that our close friend, my understanding was that our close friends were the only people who were going to have their life.
So if you were really into the protection and scared, why would you be calling all these people, telling them where you were moving and what you were doing? You created a story that she was dead even before she's dead. You're dating online before she.
So I wasn't dating online. I was.
You ever heard of a singer called Ray Charles? You remember Ray Charles?
Yes, sir.
Ray Charles was blind.
Yes, sir.
Ray Charles can see this very clearly. Just the big question is why? Did you just get tired of her? Were you wanting to move on because she was not pregnant? Was there some type of argument? Did she strike you?
You know that.
That led to
That could
that?
be that.
The biggest question is why you killed her and why you disposed of her.
Sorry,
That has
killed her
anything
and
to do.
disposed of her.
When you took her there, she went there, what happened to her wedding ring?
I was given her wedding ring.
You were?
When it came back in the, when I got her ashes, her wedding rings were in the,
Where's it at?
they're in Havre de Grace, Maryland, where I scattered her ashes, or didn't scatter her ashes, thought I scattered her ashes. My wedding ring and her wedding band and her wedding ring.
That's where you built?
Yes, I put her in the water there. It's one of her favorite places.
What about her, pearl earrings?
I don't recall what happened to her earrings.
Your world of lies, we have picked it apart. We picked it apart before we came to Pennsylvania. But since it got out, there's even been more people that call, more people that have more stories that you've spun off of this. I get that you're scared. Everybody I talk to, this is not who you are. They don't think you're a monster, but they don't believe your story. They don't believe any of it anymore.
Sir, I've been lied to for years.
And you're lying to everybody else. Now, it broke. You got to that point and it broke. Whatever it was that made you snap, whether it was you just had to get out, you didn't want to tell her you wanted to leave, you didn't want to accept that she wasn't pregnant, or you were scared and terrified that now you had this new relationship that was up and budding and you didn't.
Sir, this is somebody I had never met.
Now, now you're married. After you tell your former in-laws, after you tell them, you fabricate a message and send it to them and tell them that you died in a car wreck.
I did not do that.
You did do
I did not do
that.
that.
You did do that. But you tell other people, and then people reach out and they find you again.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to.
You got Jim hiding you out on this big top secret security stuff, and people still reach out and find you and say, "Hey Nick, I heard you died. Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, car burned up."
Yeah, Cameron reached out, and I told you about this. I was really concerned because she said that they thought I had died. They were calling around saying that I had died in a car accident.
So if Cameron could find you, why weren't you terrified that somebody else could?
I thought that at this point that I was safe. That the name change was the last step in being allowed to live a life, and not be hunted down. Cameron knew my name. She had known it that we were changing our name to that for I don't know how long. I forget when we said that. We told our friends and our close family, the people we thought we were still gonna have in our life.
Who was your close family? Was it Betsy and Frank?
Betsy and Frank, and then.
So you're gonna put them through all these lies? When we unravel all this, because they bought it. They loved you. Frank loved you. He said he loved you like a son. You know how hard it was for us to even convince him of who we really were? Because they bought into your lies.
He knows that because he got the email that day.
Yeah.
I can prove that.
What email?
The email you got that we were talking to Betsy. The email that the FBI had talked to Betsy. The Proton did an email that you thought was encrypted, wouldn't go back, and we couldn't get. Guess what?
They're encrypted, but we can still get them. It just takes more work. It's like layers.
Sir, I don't know what
You being the security expert that you're talking about, and that you know that you've been in security and developed the software and the programs and AI, which is the capture, that you don't even have anymore. You should know that we're capable of getting that kind of thing. So you knew we were there to talk to Betsy.
Yes, sir.
You knew that the FBI.
Sir, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
We're not going to get in that. You're lying so much that there's no reason to show you everything. Just to let it continue on. I gave you a chance to tell the truth. You're clearly not going to tell the truth. You're going to continue on as we're going. So, same way, your last driver's license will be in Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
You're unemployed, correctly?
Yes, sir.
And your spouse is Samantha.
Koles.
Hell, I can spell that. And what, you want to put the same address as you? 590 Centerville Road, or what address do you?
It's number 5. Rank, R-A-N-C-K,
Mm-hmm.
Lane, and L-I-T-I-T-Z, Pennsylvania.
And your father is Wayne.
Yes, sir.
And what's his address?
117
Mm-hmm.
Sandy Hollow Road. Town is F-I-T-Z, William.
Okay.
That's New Hampshire.
And your mother?
Linda Kassotis. Same address.
And your brother Christopher?
Yep.
Do you know his address?
I do not, sir. I believe he's out of Michigan, I've been told.
Okay. And is he got your only brother?
Yes, sir.
Or what about sisters?
No sisters.
No sisters.
Cheers.
All right, this is just based on the information that we took off your booking. I understand at one point you had a tattoo.
I still do, sir.
Okay. Did you try to have that tattoo removed?
No, sir.
All right, where's your tattoo?
It's on my chest. Do you want to see it?
We will in a minute.
Okay.
And what's it of?
It's a claddagh, C-L-A-D-D-A-G-H.
Your teeth are all normal.
Oh no.
We got the circle of death for.
We're working out, guys.
Oh. It should be over. No, they've still not got their stream back. Oof. Court TV.
Core TV is behind.
It's
Oh no, they're not. Hold on. I can't tell if they're behind or not. It's working.
It looks like it's in the same.
Oh yeah, he just asked about the
You
tattoo.
try to have that tattoo removed.
No, sir.
All right, where's your tattoo?
It's on my chest. Do you want
It'll
to
show
see
us.
it?
We will in a minute.
Okay.
And what's it of?
It's a claddagh, C-L-A-D-D-A-G-H.
CLAD what? HEH? Claddagh?
Your teeth are all normal.
But it's a Scottish tattoo, isn't it?
What to find out?
Sign right here and that begins your jail process.
I didn't spell it right.
D-A-G-H.
GH? Okay, I put a D there.
No G-H at the end.
And then one other thing, the lie about the DNA testing.
I can't be
You told me
100%.
that you had your DNA tested.
Yes, sir.
You tell others that you've had your DNA tested. Was that through Jim?
It's that Catholic thing.
Do we need another DNA test to prove that your mother and father or your mother and grandfather?
No, sir. I believe it's true, sir.
So the evidence shows that Jim lied. Well, guess what? The evidence comes show that you're lying about multiple things.
Sorry, no.
And it already has showed that you're lying and will continue to lie. Lots of people we deal with people that lies and continue to lie, and people that make mistakes and get it off their chest. While you're sitting back here waiting for months and months in time, you know, you had the opportunity to tell the truth.
Sir, I told the truth to the best of my ability.
The truth's just too hard to tell.
No, sir.
You've continued to lie, you lied from the beginning, and you continue to lie to the end. And that's where we're at. You understand that? So this is your opportunity here now to say what happened in that room, at that house, with her, with Mindy.
Sir, nothing happened.
That's it.
Fine, sir. You really gonna put Frank and that's it through all this?
Sir, I never.
They loved you.
Sir, I looked at him.
Do you love Mindy?
Yes, sir.
Because the evidence shows that whoever did that to her really loved her and went into a rage. Sir, I never heard. You did. Hold on.
Maybe he passed her out before he murdered her, so he's like, it never hurt. It didn't hurt.
She wasn't in pain. She was already incapacitated.
That's a good guess. Is it the 8 minutes?
Probably. Yeah, where he's sitting there in silence. Are they going to leave that to play?
No, he said she could skip it, I think. I don't remember.
This is when it's good to watch them as well, because you get to see their body language, if they talk to themselves, if they start singing, any weird behaviors that really shouldn't be happening, you know.
Yeah. Well, she said they would do an hour and then come back. I wonder if it's been an hour. Let's see.
Yeah, it's about that point.
Your Honor, I have stopped the tape at
Yep.
1 hour, 12 minutes, and 46 seconds.
Boom.
At counsel's direction.
What?
If we could just take a recess.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a short break. If you would please step out with the bailiff.
Go home. All right. Vicky, are you with us?
I am with you.
Welcome back to reality.
Thank
Hi.
you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lucky.
Oh my gosh. Dude, it wasn't on purpose. It was not on purpose. My
Are you
alarm
sure?
didn't know.
I semi-recall
jinxed me.
saying Vicky is going to be late in the morning. Vicky
You
will
jinxed
be late.
me.
I didn't jinx you. I just knew. Slept through her alarm.
I did sleep through my alarm. Man, did I. I woke up at 7 going, what the? Oh no. Oh shoot. Oopsie doodle.
Oopsie doodle.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be left front.
Okay. And I could also be a second floor. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Left front, what can I be? I'll be the top.
Okay.
Morning.
I'll put you at the top. Here you go. You're at the top.
Ooh.
Bada bing, bada boom. So, this morning, Vicky, let me tell you everything you missed. Oh, first of all, let me show you this. Not that. Here, this is for you, Vicky.
Oh,
Good morning, friend.
thank you.
I drew that just for you.
Thank you.
Those are Richard's legs I put on that frog.
Those are Richard's legs. Holy cow. And you got his belly too. Look at that.
Oh, I'm so good at this. I knew Div got left back. No, I'm left front. She's right back. What the shit? Okay, so this
She's
is that
right
thing
back,
he said.
she's left front.
He said he had this
Oh.
tattooed on him.
Who does?
Dude, this dude, Nicholas Kassotis.
Really?
What he just said. He said he got a tattoo. It's a clada or whatever.
Claudada.
I thought this was Catholics. I thought this was for Catholics.
No, it's
I thought this
Irish.
meant you'll keep your virginity.
No, that's Irish. It's
I'm
Irish.
sure.
It's a whole Irish thing.
It's just not giving Irish to me, but what do I know?
Mm. Yeah.
This looks way more Catholic to me.
I think you're
Why
thinking
does-
of the burning heart or the bleeding heart.
Oh, I think you might be right.
The bleeding heart is Catholic.
I think this one too, but why does this person have to have those sleeve things on there? And this is some kind of symbolism, I think. This is
Yeah,
Illuminati.
the sleeve is like from the 1600s, I think.
It reminds me of the Illuminati apron, though. I feel like this is his symbolism, that he can just behead motherfuckers.
It's some Irish symbol. I can't, we'd have to look it up. I don't remember it. I just know the Irish are really into it.
Mm. Okay, I'm not gonna.
So that's on whose back?
I don't know where it's at. It's on this person's back, but the dude in this trial
Yeah.
that we're watching right now called Nick Kassotis, it's his tattoo. I don't know where it's at. Maybe he said it was on his chest. I think he said it was on his chest.
That looks like a back.
This isn't him, dude. I just Googled this.
Oh. I see. Okay. Yeah. On his chest, really?
Why not? It's a heart. That's where your heart
I
is.
hope it's a little tiny one.
I hope it's big. Imagine it's just like a micro tattoo, like his ween. Never mind. I don't know about that. I don't know anything about his ween. Disgusting.
Wow, really? Huh. Interesting.
That's all I've got. I did take notes.
Yeah.
They're not great. I guess. Okay. What's weird is that apparently he's running from his dad. I don't know how I missed that for 5 days. So he's running from his dad because no, what's his name? What's the guy's name? It's not Ian, is it? Who's the guy? Jim. Because Jim has been emailing him saying, how the hell? Okay, so Jim starts emailing him being like, someone's after you, right? And you gotta run for your life. So he starts running for his life. And then it culminates in your wife is beheaded and murdered. Oh, but he's saying that that's not how it culminates. He's saying she just died in the hospital, the regular innocent hospital.
That's right. He told everybody she died in the hospital.
But his new wife, she is on the stand saying he's not seeing security in these times. He's not acting a fool. He's just living his life. But he's telling us that he was still seeing security at that time. But if you think someone's going to kill you, why do you go to your wife? Oh, maybe because his dad. Why? I wonder what the logic there is. Like, why would his dad, like in his story, why does his dad stop hunting him after he kills that lady or after she's gone? I missed something.
Questions. I got questions.
I have a question. Would you rather live near the ocean or near a lake?
Near the ocean or what?
Near a lake?
Oh, lake.
Ocean.
Ocean from beautifully and lake
I
from
live close to a
icky.
lake. Hee-haw.
So that's why, so you wouldn't have to go far, or you would just prefer it?
I'd like to visit the ocean. But the ocean is scary.
Yeah, and cold.
And scary. There's scary things in the ocean.
There's scary things in the lake. When I was little, my sisters told me there were I thought there were piranhas in our lake. I didn't go in there. I was convinced. Well, also our neighbor had this like piranha skeleton in her front window. And so my sisters told me there were piranhas in the lake. And then I saw that and I was like, for sure she got that out of the lake. I'm not going in there. And then one day my mom was like, seriously, Elizabeth, you can go into the lake. There aren't piranhas. But I wasn't sure if she really knew. I'm like, well, what if everyone thinks there's just not, but there happens to be. And my sisters are just accidentally right. Yeah, fuck that lake.
No,
I went in eventually.
I would choose to live by the ocean, but living by the ocean doesn't mean you're ocean front. Within walking distance, maybe, but not necessarily right on the sea line, on the shoreline. Irish, not Scottish. I was almost there.
Perfect. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So they usually have them in rings. I think that's why I thought it was a Catholic thing. Because like,
yeah, they're usually rings. In fact, my sister got one for her quote unquote wedding.
Okay, that's pretty cool actually. I want one of these.
Mm-hmm.
As a tattoo.
No, a ring. My next husband.
Your next husband's gonna get that for you. Gotcha.
Unless you girls want to be my next husband.
We should get them
your next one.
as our
just as a dude and give it to you, dude.
A heart, a crown, and friendship. And hands, I mean.
That's us three. Yeah. I think that can work.
It's been around for a while. At least I would say 1600s.
Really? Let me Google it.
Oh wow. Something else.
On YouTube too?
Yeah, dude.
Oh boy.
Sean, it's Sean's fault. Do you remember that last night?
Sean even here?
No, dude. That's why I told her. I said we should just yeet YouTube, but our sisters are all watching on YouTube.
Our sisters
so.
are over there, so hey,
Hi,
girl.
sisters. Hi, Sister Sid.
I don't care about a ring.
Hi, Sky. No.
Hey,
Kind
big
of
sis.
ugly though.
And my big sister. Yeah, she's watching.
And your big sister?
Yeah.
And we haven't done anything that would make you embarrassed of us yet.
No,
We're
they've
getting
been
better.
watching since last week at least. So
Oh, then I take it back.
we've done everything already.
When did
I mean,
this?
if they know us, it's not really embarrassing. It's just shit we do.
It says something about the ring being. It says maybe the 1700s.
Vicky.
Okay, 1700s. Okay.
Maybe you're right. I'm not. I didn't click.
You
Here's
know,
one.
I only think that because of the cuffs.
That's
Because if you look
actually
at
cute.
the cuffs are something that they were during that time.
I think we should bring them back. Illuminati
I can make
symbolism.
those.
I wore them and I hate them. No, thank you.
They look cool.
I can make cuffs that you could just
When you're
put
little,
on your
you've got
hands.
no choice. They're not that
Then you
cool.
just gotta
They remind me of those socks. Little
It
girls.
reminds me of a clown costume, and I think it's fun. Feels fun to wear.
It reminds me of the frill on the little girl socks. I hate them.
I like that too.
Yeah, I hate wearing them.
Anyway,
Would you rather?
would you rather? Okay, would you rather give up sex for $50 million or
Oh, this
Huh?
isn't your one. Okay, carry on.
or
Mm.
what would you give up sex for? What's the equivalent to $50 million?
For 50 million. Or not.
Like,
No.
well, like infinite
Ooh.
back massages.
Oh, depending on
Or
who's
foot
doing
massage. No, it'd be what? It would be the best one ever.
So give up
Okay.
sex for infinite back massages.
Yeah, or 50 million.
it. Okay, so I do have
I'll take the
trivia.
50 mil. I can't do
You would?
I can't do
Yeah,
back
I'll take the 50
massages.
mil. Sure, why not?
What if you got what else is better than that?
Give up sex for sex, yeah.
Mm-mm. Has to be something that you really do you have like a favorite
Weed.
food?
Mm.
Weed. There you go. Perfect. Okay. $50 million or all the weed in the world.
All the weed in the
Weed.
world. No, 50 million because I could buy a shit ton of weed, so yeah, 50 mil. I'm not giving it
True
up.
that.
I'll give up my stash for 50 mil.
That was a bad question. Okay. Would you rather? Let's find out. Let's ask the game.
Are you ready for some 1990s teen trivia?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to play that game?
Sure.
You have it?
I have it.
Let's go.
Okay, these are pretty easy actually. How many Mario Brothers are there in the video game Mario Brothers?
2.
2.
Bingo.
Whew. I thought that was going to be a trick question. How many cousins are there?
Another name for a home run is blank tripper.
A home run is a... I don't know this one. A something tripper?
Another name for a home run is a blank tripper.
I don't know this.
Okay.
Round tripper.
No. Oh. Let us guess for a minute, Vicky.
Okay.
We got to guess first, and then we'll say tell us. You dogs have to take a shit. I just want to let you know if you can't hear them, we can.
Shush. Don't yell at me.
Yeah, please let me out.
It's like I know barking and I know this thing. That's it. That's all I got. And then I shit on the floor. Those are my 3 things.
What does a verbose person do a lot of?
Speak.
Perfect. Talking. What system uses grams as units of measurements?
What system? Mm. The
Non-metric. What is it?
Yep.
What's
metric?
Metric.
Nailed it. Nailed it because she don't hear.
Was the composer Chopin from France, Poland, or Russia?
Oh, that's a good question. I will guess Poland. What do you say? France? Say the name again.
Chopin.
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 I don't know. I don't even know how to where to start.
Guessed it right. It's Poland.
Okay, well there we go.
Okay. Another name for a clumsy person is a blank hopper.
Oh, did you hear my neck crack? That was weird. A blank hopper. A nosy person?
A clumsy person.
Clumsy person.
Hush.
Clumsy person.
Eye on you, dog.
Something hopper.
Hospital hopper. Wait, what would a clumsy person hop? Nothing. A sock hopper. Clod hopper?
Clod hopper.
Perfect. Clod hopper.
What? That's a shoe.
Mm-hmm. And a clumsy person.
Oh, and they make you. So if your shoes make you clumsy, they're clod hoppers.
Yeah.
I thought clod hoppers were just like a chunky looking ugly shoe.
Yeah.
I think those are also called that. Yeah.
A clod hopper.
Clod. Good one, Squab. The bony tissue that surrounds your eyeball, or the bony tissue that surrounds your eyeball, is called your eye what?
Socket.
Yeah.
Oh, so the tissue is called the socket? I just figured the socket was the socket.
Yeah, it's created by the bone.
I thought the socket was like an empty area.
Yeah, created by the bone. It creates that area that the eyeball.
But the tissue is called the socket, yeah?
Know that.
Am I getting?
Bone area.
Ooh, let's see if you can get this one.
Something goes into the socket. The socket is there and something's in the socket. It's like a ball plug.
Oh, but to me, it feels like the socket should be there, not something else that is the socket.
Something plugs into the eyeballs, plug into the socket. Okay,
by the court.
Court's back.
Okay.
Am I exhausting you today? I'm sorry.
It's hot today. No, it's really hot. It's actually hot. It's overcast, but really, really warm.
Yeah, it's going to be in the 90s today.
And it's going to get warmer tomorrow.
In the 90s.
So I'm just like,
I still got to finish packing. Oof.
Did I mute it? Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yes, Your Honor. We have selected a time. I've shown it to Mr. Weinstein. We have selected the time, and counsel was the one that indicated to me that he was comfortable with starting at 1:24 p.m. and 20 seconds. He has also indicated to me that he'd like me to stop when Detective Frost leaves the room, which is at 1:57 and 11 seconds p.m. So it's approximately 33 minutes, where I will attempt to try to just simply mute the sound. I will have the sound bar up. There are 2 times. It is 1:42 p.m. and 46 seconds through 1:42:48 seconds. And again at 1:52:03 and 1:52:05. So it's again 2 seconds for each of those.
All right, so we're ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's bring our jury in.
Oh.
More questions, Vicky. We've got 30 seconds.
Well, now I know why those people are standing up. They're standing up for the stupid thing, the jury to come in. And I'm like, man, they're standing for a long time, old people. Sit down. You're making me anxious. Wow. That is one short sheriff.
Yeah. Who's short the sheriff?
Short sheriff.
Who's that short sheriff?
I want to see him tackle this dude.
But he's bigger than the deputy.
He's bigger than the deputy. How little is the deputy?
That's
You guys are
not
rude.
me.
Okay.
That's a woman.
Never seen the deputy. That's why we shouldn't be on YouTube, guys.
See?
Okay? You're wondering, sis. This is why. I can't help my mouth.
I was more thinking is because we steal Disney's
All right,
content.
everyone, please be
Oh, yeah, and
seated.
that as
And
well.
Council, you may continue.
It's a big problem.
Yeah.
We didn't say faggot or retard or any of that yet. But a
No,
recca.
Cunt
Yeah.
or any fuckery.
You can't say cunt, but you can't say twat, I guess. What? Just be careful. It's crazy out here, y'all. Be careful in
Don't say
YouTube
the
land.
naughty words, allegedly.
Say none of that stuff I said.
I'm gonna get you living. I want to ask you a few more questions. That's okay with you.
Oh, he's way heavier than.
So there's one other place that I went.
How have you been?
Wow, look at how heavy he is there.
I've got a storage locker in Lancaster. You can look it up. The address, I believe it's either 140 or 170 Independence Court. Okay. I have, all my stuff in there. It's in West Lancaster. Maybe some food? No, I'm sorry. If you will, tell me some more about Jim. Jim came into our life in late 2017 and early 2018. I'm not sure what had happened first, but we had issues with our bank accounts, both our joint accounts and individual accounts. We had issues with our mail, just going missing, not showing up. I remember all this from Pennsylvania. Yes, sir. So, and you said at some point you talked to FBI. So I believe both Minnie and I filed online FBI reports. Online FBI reports. Yes, sir. So y'all didn't sit down with anybody? Well, I thought we did, but several days afterwards, I tried to leave a message for somebody that I knew worked at DOJ. I wasn't sure that it reached him because the phone. Who did you know at DOJ? His name was Dave Carpel. He was an attorney in their organized crime division. Oh, butcher his last name, C-A-R-P-E-L? I believe it's K-A-R-P-E-L. I knew he was a reservist, and I had called the RILSA, not the RILSA, whatever the criminal justice department is, and asked if they had a recall number for him. I called and I left a message, but I wasn't sure I had reached him. What about, okay, so I'm clear of all that, what you alleged with Jim back then, and then up until when you went and filed for your marriage license with Samantha. Okay. Then what happened with Jim? After I filed for the marriage license, he told me how to fill it out. He told me he didn't think I should be married to Samantha. He thought I should leave Pennsylvania. Why did he say that? He said he didn't think it was a good idea. He thought that it was too soon for me, that it wouldn't be healthy, that given my past, I would be better off trying to settle down and start over somewhere else. Where did the money come from that he gave you in the check? My understanding was that it came from money that he has held in trust for me for some time, so to keep it safe. And where would the money come from to be put in trust? From work on this software of his. I don't know if it was licensing or sale. I was told different things over different years. What about Peter? Do you know Peter from Microsoft?
I used to speak regularly with somebody I thought was Peter Anneman. It was somebody who I had actually met.
How do you spell his last name?
Anaman.
And he was somebody you met at a JAG conference?
Yes, at a Veterans Legal Career Fair.